The beginnings of the Dominican order in Brno are associated with St. Michael's Church on today's Dominican Square, which was built near the major routes around the turn of the 11th and 12th centuries. Thus, it belongs to the oldest churches in the Moravian capital. Between 1228 and 1238, Prince Przemysl donated the church to Dominican monks, who came here at his request. During the 13th century, the Dominicans built a monastery near the church, where meetings of provincial assemblies and court sessions took place from the mid-14th century. The small and dark rooms of the monastery eventually stopped meeting the purpose of the provincial assembly, and, moreover, the life of a court mingling with the life of the monks caused rifts. For this reason, new buildings were added to the monastery in the 16th century. According to the design of architects Pietro and Antonio Gabri, new spacious buildings grew up in the former monastery garden, an assembly hall, an advisory knights' hall, and also a staircase to the first courtyard. The courtyard of the new provincial house was entered into through a gate built in a square tower, which bore a dome and a large clock. During the Swedish siege of Brno in 1645, the church tower and cloister were damaged, and the builder Jan Krytel Erna, who repaired the monastery, built a new early Baroque church on the site of the former. The architect chose an opposite orientation and placement of towers on the western side, so that believers could enter the church directly from the city. A large-scale reconstruction of the provincial house, designed by Moritz Grimm, ran from 1717 to 1737. A new monumental building and a second courtyard were built. A drastic intervention in the life of the monastery and the provincial house occurred when Emperor Joseph II came to power. At the emperor's command, 45 Dominicans had to leave the monastery, where their order had resided for more than 500 years. The provincial house, where important council meetings had been held for centuries, together with the monastery, was occupied by troops. The military personnel acted insensitively, damaging the precious paintings and architectural elements. The Moravian estates protested against such behaviour, but the departure of the army was only pushed through in 1869. A costly restoration of the devastated monument then lasted until 1935. That year, the former provincial house was opened as the new town hall. In 1941, the premises of the former Dominican monastery were rebuilt by the architect Josef Polášek and adapted for the needs of the city administration. The municipality is now located in representative buildings of this still significant historical monument.